My phone's down to like 30%, but since we're doing this, we might as well stream some of it because we got some good news today. Good-ish news. Actually, where's my thing? My buddy, where'd you put my lighter thing? If I get another match, then because I'm gonna try to get a little. I can add some more lighter fluid, but we have enough paper. There was some slow there, but it's we'll do one more. See if we. It looks like it's starting to.
Where am I going with this?
Wherever it's sort of around. Try to make some of that because it looks like it's. Well, as long as it's lighting underneath the pre-existing briquettes, we don't add too many because if we add too many, then we got to put it out. It's kind of a waste, but I don't know. All right, good enough, I guess. Just and there might be here, but I want to. Okay, so we'll let this heat up a bit, and we'll take a look at what we're gonna do. And if we're gonna add more briquettes, we will. I think we have enough. Oh shit, enough. Okay. No, but it's a happy day. I got my first. I went down to the lawyer's office. It was a good hour, like an hour east of here. I didn't have to go. He could have like sent me the checks by mail, but he was like, he called me today and he's like, okay, the checks came in, but the paralegal secretary girl's out for the weekend, so she should be back Monday, Tuesday. I can overnight them to you. And I'm like, well, let me see if I can get down there and pick them up myself because I want the money. So traffic was a bitch. You know, I was heading east towards the shore. If you're familiar with New Jersey, it's not very big. You get Pennsylvania on one side, the Atlantic Ocean on the other. So all this shore traffic for the weekend. But I got lucky. The office closed at 5, but he was still there, like doing like late night work, and he gave me my checks. So I can scan them all, document them all. I can deposit tomorrow, but they won't. You know, technically, anything you deposit on Saturday is really a Monday deposit, which means the money won't be available Tuesday. But otherwise, I have to wait till Tuesday for it to come in the mail, and I didn't want it to get lost in the mail. So, okay. Let me see something here. All right, so I'll cut these open, which I have an idea for these. So
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna hold this.
I shall.
Have some beer. So I got the 2 checks, and they took. These knives kind of suck, but I bought them. I want to kind of use them, you know. Now I don't know if we should pre-season these. Because my goal. So there's 10 in the pack. We're not gonna eat them all tonight.
Yeah.
What I want to do is, just cook them all so we can have hot dogs the next couple of days. And these, I tried this one. These are called Bests. Never heard of it before. I saw it there. Instead of getting like, Ballpark or Sabrett, I started Bests beef frankfurters, but it says beef, water, salt. Hold on. One of these said pork and beef, water, salt. I'm gonna grab the wrong one. So these are beef hot dog. I could have sworn one said pork and beef.
Okay.
I was gonna do them both, but oh well. I might have grabbed the wrong, but that's whatever. Beef, water, salt. They also had like a sale in the Oscar Myers, and those were a weird beef, pork, and turkey. And I'm like, I don't know if I want turkey. That's almost like lunch meat surprise. Like,
Yes.
But okay, so we usually do either Sabrett's or what Ballpark. What else do we like
Nathan's.
to do? Nathan's. Yeah, I haven't done these before. I don't think. Now, some people suggest cutting little slits into them, but I don't know if we have to do that, or do you want to try it with some of them, or what do you want to,
Well, now you just cut that one.
I can cut a few, not all of them. So just get a little,
Okay, yeah.
just so they get a little,
Okay.
I'll do like 6 of them that way.
That's a good idea.
Then I want to show you what my plan is. What were the starlings saying? Nothing?
Nothing.
No one cares. I just got my money. No one gives a shit. Yeah, didn't they ask you, but I went to go take a piss or something, and they're like, are you going to do more grilling streams? I like the grilling streams. And you said, yeah, summer's just beginning or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Something like that.
But no one really cares about this shit.
No, they don't.
But I'm happy. This is a good documentation. Even though it was a bitch with the traffic, I went down at lawyers. I met the guy. He was a nice enough guy. I mean, he's a lawyer, but I asked him. I said, "Listen," I said, "what happened to the original lady who took my case? Her name was I think it was Betsy or something." Oh, she left to go to another firm. I don't know if she got fired. I don't know if they were having some torrid affair, and who knows? But maybe it was an amicable divorce. But anyway, I said, I was dealing with her, and I told him, I said, I called like a dozen people. You were lucky 13. Betsy took my case, but then she was gone, so I had to start again. I asked him, I said, would you have taken my case had I come to you directly? You had to think about it. He's like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't a big payout, but you were definitely wrong. It's like, I didn't say this. I'm thinking, that's not what I asked you. I didn't ask you if I had a case or if it was right or wrong. I'm saying, would you have taken the case? The vibe I get is he wouldn't, only because he didn't think the payoff was worth it. He really had to work to get these people up to, like, 25 grand, He probably wouldn't have, like, I think that's what most of those people said. Even if you have a case, this ain't worth fighting for, because the auto parts company lowballed, and he has to go high, like 80. They say we'll come back with 7. Okay, we'll come down to 47. We'll go up to like 17. It's like they did this stupid back and forth game, and I think a lot of lawyers said, probably thought, can't be bothered. And this guy had to do it because. But he said to me, he goes, I'm ubiquitous. I'm like, didn't I use that word the other day, ubiquitous? He goes, I'm everywhere. I said, okay, so you're the god of the office, allegedly. I think he wouldn't have taken my case, but he claimed that doesn't matter if she took it or I took it or whoever. At the end of the day, I'm the big dog here. So if she took the case and she's not here, it's still my case. It's fine. So.
Right.
Oh, let me see. Here's what I'm gonna do.
The grill.
So I got these. Actually, these are for baking, and then you've got like traditional, like over here, like a pan like this. So I like paired them up. For the oven when I'm broiling. They don't sell them like this. I took this, so like you can do steak or whatever. In the winter months when you have a grill, this becomes almost like a makeshift grill. All the crap leaks down to that. I don't know why more people don't do it. But now I'm going to try to put this on the grill for the hot dogs, because the hot dogs might fall through as they cook and start to,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So I want to put them on here. It'll be an extra.
Good call, yes.
But we can't do that because we need more ignition. Where is it? Give me a second. I gotta find my.
All right.
Here it is. And the next time, buddy, I'm not mad, but the next time a Starling says, when are you doing another grilling video, say, no one shows up. I thought they wanted this crap. This is real life.
Well, this is a stream, not a video.
That's what I mean. I thought they preferred the streams over the videos, rather. Or they prefer the video.
No, they want you to do your video about your traumas and
Oh, of
whatnot.
course, yes. It's funny. I want to say something about that. Penny Pounder, of all people, left a comment about that and on the last stream. And he's absolutely right. I didn't think of him as the sort of person I was making those videos for. He probably just sees me as a lolcow. He's correct, but he's not the dude I was thinking of, How's that?
Looks good
Just
for
need
now.
these briquettes to
Yeah,
burn.
yes.
There we go. The great settling. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the trauma because, like, it's not going to be one long video. It'll be like a series. And, like, I won't, instead of uploading one, like a serial, I'll just have them all and I'll upload them, like, back to back. Not in one shot, but I want them all done at once.
Yes.
I don't want to do a video about, like, the nigger bitch tried to run me over, and then, like, another 3 weeks goes by before I get to the liquor store guy, or another couple months before I get to the fucking faggot manager who poked me the day of my father's stroke, when I'm, like, out of it. I mean, I get so many stories to tell, I don't want to start and then stop. I think that's one. How's that? Should I have done more paper on the bottom? Where's all that sludge finally getting? Who asked that? Which Starling wanted to know that? Was it Penny Pounder again, or was it Toolies? One of the other ones.
I forget.
Who's there? Anyone in the chat?
Well, they only started chatting. Someone named Don't Worry. How much lighter fluid do you need?
You can tell them.
Okay, I see why.
Oh, that's right. We're dealing with when you stream
on the phone.
On
you
the
get,
phone,
yeah,
the app, you get all kinds of randoms.
So
nice to meet you.
Thule is here. He says, "Sup, dude."
Yes.
Oh shit, that's hot.
Yes, it is. But good. Yeah, no, there was. See, I don't want to put too many briquettes on because if we do that, we might not.
Yeah,
it might be
use them.
wasted.
Yeah,
I want to
see.
use up the old shit that was in there, and some of it, is sludge because I play it safe. When I'm done, I use the hose and I hose it off. So we got a lot of sludge. All I need is the briquettes to burn. Maybe I should do a little more fire or paper rather. But okay.
Hello, Cthulhu. Okay, back.
See you at the grocery store.
Hey, are you working now or are you home today?
God damn this fun. Oh, we need the briquettes to get that nice gray smoldering color, which I think they'll do in a minute.
Oh, he just got off. Good for him.
Should I cover it, leave the air holes open? Will that help it catch fire? It looks like they're graying slowly, but...
Looks like, yeah, slowly but surely.
All right, fine. So tell whatever Starlings are here that I know. Got the 2 checks, went to the lawyer's office. The guy was still there because with the traffic, down the shore traffic, I didn't get to this place because I never met him. I was all through the internet and the phone. You don't actually have to ever meet unless you're going to court or something. Even then, it's virtual nowadays, but we didn't get that. So basically, it was just on the phone with this guy. But I said, when he told me that the girl who handles the checks, he said, we got them, but the girl who handles all this shit won't be back till Monday or Tuesday, and we can overnight him. I said, well, let me come down tonight. I thought I was going to miss the guy because they close at 5, sometimes earlier on Fridays.
Yeah.
But he was there by himself. I got a video. I'll share it later. And I'm glad I met him. Looked like a cross between, or tell my brother, Jew lawyer Oliver Stone, the director, and the guy who played Arliss. What was his name? Arliss. Remember?
Robert Wool.
Robert Wool. If the two of them can have a cast, that's what this guy looked like. But he said, pleasure to represent you. The whole story. So I got the checks, and I can deposit them over the weekend. They should clear by Tuesday. Otherwise, I have to wait till Tuesday for them to come in the mail. So I'm like, yeah. I think this is going right. I want to get to my hot dogs, man. I'm hungry. You got a bathroom to clean, man.
Yes.
Celebratory. What's going on here?
I don't know.
I think it's it. They look like they're smoking.
I think they're smoking. Yes. Hey, Darnell Dodge, whoever you are.
Oh, is she from? Ask her. Is she female from Indiana? I think I know who she is.
Okay, maybe my brother knows you.
I don't know her, but I think she's the one from Indiana.
The picture looks like a woman, but who knows?
Who
Sorry.
knows?
So Darnell Dodge, you're from Indiana.
I think she comes around every so often. One of the starlings who's less frequent.
So she says, yeah, Indiana. So you, all right.
Some starlings come around every stream. Some, like Haley's comment, they come around every, 7 or 8 months. But yeah, I've seen that one before. But anyway, if you look over here, one thing I want to share one more time. Separately, these are for baking, and these are just regular, trays, pans, whatever. For the oven, I bought these and these separately to put like this, to put shit on here so you can basically grill and broil in the oven without the shit cooking in its own juice. But I'm going to use this out here today. I'll put the hot dogs on this. So how do you want to do this, buddy?
That looks pretty good. Well,
I can go either way. They too close? What do the starlings think? Because we got to rotate them.
yes, we do.
1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we should do 10 because there's 10 altogether.
Why the fuck not?
No, I mean,
they're called best.
yeah. Well, it's called. Yeah, I'll show it again in a minute. So instead of putting on the grate, because I'm afraid they might actually fall. They might fall through the grate. Plus, the grate's kind of filthy.
Yes.
So I'll put them like a second grate. But I don't know if putting this in the grill is gonna ruin this.
That might melt. Yeah.
Yeah, because it worked fine in the oven, but we might have a. Okay.
Okay.
Where am I? Oh, we didn't bring my tongs out, did we?
That's not good.
It still isn't quite ready to put on. It's bugging me here. Give me a sec. Yeah, but that grate is filthy. So put them in here. Give me a sec.
It's filthy. It has a bunch of lighter fluid residue on it.
This. What the hell is this? I could have sworn it said pork and beef. Maybe I grabbed the wrong one.
So it's called,
It's beef Frankfurt. It's called Best.
Bests. Okay, Bests.
Best. Since 1938.
They might not have that in Arizona. Have you ever heard of that, Cthulhu? Or have you heard of that in Indiana?
I like the font. Very American, the typeface. Anyway.
All right, then. It must be a regional thing.
All right, when I was looking okay, still kind of flaming.
Still kind of
Flaming?
Still flaming, yeah.
I got the 2 checks. I don't want to get my hands all greasy. I'll get paper.
Yeah. We can look at those tomorrow, or whatever.
You're off Monday, right?
Yes, I am. I got my schedule. I'm off Monday.
Yeah, they're starting to finally
Do what they're supposed to be doing.
Actually, what's burning right now? Is it the briquettes or is there something else? Is there still
There might be like
paper under there?
remnants of cardboard. I don't
But
know.
that's good, and that should be enough,
Yes.
hopefully.
Yes.
While we're waiting for that, I also got a couple steaks. Steaks are so expensive now. Look, what would have been $20, it's down. That's a bargain now.
Ah,
Used to be able to
Christ.
you can get a steak for like $6, $7. Now the good steaks are like $25. We really have COVID or inflation or stagflation, whatever you want to call it, within less than a decade. It's crazy. Yeah, I'll season those. We'll get these on first. Actually, I can kind of do both. Should I season the hot dogs? I could, But is someone saying something important?
We have this Darnell. She's saying that if that's galvanized, it becomes toxic or something.
Oh, if what? galvanized, which is when the thing is covered in zinc, so I shouldn't use this. We've used it before in the oven. I've never used it on the grill. No, plus I don't think it's for baking. I don't think it's galvanized.
Yeah.
Galvanized is coated in zinc, I believe, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Galvanized metal, galvanized steel.
And Thule says customers complain to him about the price of meat.
Good, so it's not just me then.
Yeah, it's everyone. Everyone is spurting all over.
And so let's see what this is while we're waiting. This is boneless beef chuck. I know it doesn't look great, but it was on sale. It's the cheapest thing. I figured hot dogs in this should be,
probably expiring.
Everything tastes better on the grill, so I think everything tastes. What does Thule think? He works in the meat department.
Yeah, Thule, what do you have to say?
This is a boneless beef chuck. Boneless beef chuck. Steak Grills 1322 manager special, they call it. Different stores have different names. Whatever the markdown, different store. Yeah. They call it this one. They call it manager. It's just a markdown. Markdown. It is USDA choice beef though, if that means anything.
Yes.
And this one, same. This is boneless beef chuck, and you can see this one's a little cheaper, $13.12.48.
Yes.
Manager special. Okay. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna open them. I'm gonna release them. We'll see how they look, and I'll just. Oh, are these starting to turn already? Oh. They probably got marked down today to sell them, but I think with the proper seasonings and the proper grillings and some TLC tonight. Can't wait. Yes. If I put these in the fridge or even the freezer, they'll be shit in a day or two.
Yeah.
If we get this done tonight, I think they'll be.
Yes.
These look a little bigger. Okay.
All right then.
These should be. Yeah. This should be. It's almost like, again, this is not. What do you call it? Pork belly. No, I'm saying it's not pork belly. First of all, it's not pork, it's beef. But like pork belly is cut like giant pieces of bacon, but it's not really bacon. Same thing. These, what are these steaks called? What are they called? Strip steak? Not strip steaks. Chuck, boneless beef chuck. These chucks almost look like long slits of bacon, like beef bacon. You know what I mean?
There we go.
So we will tend to that in a moment.
So Darnell likes markdown stuff. Cthulhu says they're on sale at his store too. I guess it's the barbecue and weather. You guys gonna do any grilling, or have you done any grilling? Wow, those look great.
That looks great.
The briquettes.
Oh, good. Ready to put them on, or is that flame not going down?
Well, I guess we'll wait a few more minutes.
Yeah, in theory, the flame should stop, and they should all be like just, gray and heated up.
Okay, he's going for it, people.
Now, the question becomes, do we close the lid for a few minutes or not bother? With this one, we will. We got to rotate them.
Yes.
But I don't know how that's going to, like what's her name? Darnell Dodge said we might end up dead because it might be, we've eaten steaks off of this, but in the oven. We're trying to set, this works great. This thing, this grill grate baking sheet thing, on top of like a regular pan or whatever, and it seems to work just great in the oven. I've never tried it here. But I don't want to put the hot dogs on this filthy grill, and I think you have more control if we put them on this. Okay, so let's. How's that look? Okay.
That looks fine.
Hot dogs roasting on a fire.
Do you have a? Oh, you got the tongs.
Well, we're not going to leave them under too long. This is like. How long would you say you leave them for? 5 to 10, somewhere between 7-8 minutes. I don't know. You got to rotate every so often. But I like to, like quarter turn, eighth of a turn. Let's see. Who's here? 2 people. Thule and Darling. Not Darling. Dodge something or other.
Darnell.
That's not.
Yeah, how often should we turn them? Like every minute or 2 minutes?
But no, so you're asking about the fucking grill. No one gives a shit about my 2 checks came in. Finally have some money for the short term.
No,
I put a nicer shirt on. This one's all sweaty and disgusting. It's a hot day.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep my eye on them. I think they look okay. We'll just do little slight turns.
Yeah.
See, they're quasi browning. I must be washing the other tongs, the metal ones, but I use these plastic tongs. These are more inside. These are inside tongs. You shouldn't be using them here. In fact, yeah, that's okay. Even this thing is an inside grill. Okay, see, they are kind of. Notice how as I turn them, they're browner on the other side.
Yes.
And some of them I put little slits in. Others I did not. We'll see which comes out better. And we got some buns. I can also throw the buns on here. See?
Yes.
We figured.
Nice toasty buns.
since the weather's nice and we're still living in this, my parents' rental house from 30 years ago, that we moved back into. Before you think I'm living in the basement playing video games, eating Cheetos, I ended up moving back in here to save my fucking mother. My asshole had destroyed. I digress. I've told this. Since we're still, might as well just utilize the grill because the day will come when it'll either be too cold or we'll be living someplace where they don't allow grilling and we just have to cut our losses. But so I might as well get what we can.
Yes. And as we stated, this grill has gotten more use last summer, this summer, than it did its entire life.
My father bought this grill well before he rented this house. He rented this house over 26 years ago. He probably bought this grill when I was like a little kid. And I'm 43. I was probably like 8 or 9 years old when he bought this.
Yes.
So you do the math. Let's say I was 10. So it was 33 years ago, more like 35 years ago.
Yeah.
So this grill is like, it's gotten more use the past couple of years than.
Yes.
He wasn't a grill. He just bought it for show.
Yeah, because he quote unquote had to, playing that role.
He was like he bought a video camera, camcorder back in the days.
Camcorder.
And he had to have the but he never really liked it. He would do it occasionally, begrudgingly, but you could tell he didn't like it. He was playing a role.
Yes.
He never wanted to grill. He loved taking photographs again, tell these some of these. Well, I think these people here are old enough. He would get he had the Minolta camera, the 35 rolls. He loved taking pictures because, like you said he could control that.
Yes.
You have more control over a picture, even if you're feeling miserable. Everybody say cheese. Daddy. Remember as kids?
Yeah.
But whereas when you have a camera, it's in real time.
Yeah, if someone's in a bad mood or people aren't having a good time, they can't fake it. You capture it on the camcorder. Yeah.
Maybe that's why I took to streaming and sort of like a protest against what do you think? Because my shrink was going on about, I think everything goes back to your childhood, and you're trying to your nut job. And I'm like, I'm not doubting that, but I don't think that alone explains all of it. I think I'm a Spurg, and even if my father had been the greatest guy in the world, and I grew up, in a mansion and flying around the world, I still think I'd be a Spurg. I'd be better off, absolutely. Because I said the two, having a shitty life and being a Spurg, are not mutually exclusive. You can have both. You can be a Spurg from a loving home, a Spurg from a fucked up home. You can be a normie from a loving home, which is probably the best case scenario, or a normie from a fucked up home or whatever. You can have other problems beyond just Spurgdom. So I said to him, you can't just discount Spurgdom because I came from a nut house. You can't just blame it all on the environment. Because look at my brother. You grew up in the same house. He can tell you stories, right, buddy? I
could.
But you're not, like Rafterman says, you're Spurg adjacent. I like that term. You and Rafterman are Spurg adjacent. You're not. And this is not a bragging thing. We're talking about degrees and observation. You would say I strike you as a Spurg. You yourself are Spurg adjacent. You both grew up in the same nutty house with the same nutty shit. But again, you can be Spurg or Spurg adjacent regardless of your environment. And you can be a normie who just happens to be in a fucked up environment. I don't know if I should try to turn this whole thing.
No.
It's gonna be too hot. But I kind of want it. I kind of like the flame is. I don't want to move them to the cool side. They're doing okay. So, okay, I'll move them around. I'll put like the ones over here. Yeah.
Just keep track.
I'm just going by sight. Those that look more golden brown, I'll put over here. Those that are actually, I kind of like how that. Technically, the flames are supposed to go out, and the briquettes just smolder, like you say. They burn that gray internally. They burn internally.
That flame still being there.
It really helps. It's almost like having you don't like it. I like it. That's what I'm saying. It's actually helping. I think it's cooking them fat. It's giving them that brown color. I think it's not supposed to.
Oh yeah, go the other direction. That's a good idea.
So this one, I can put this on the cool. Here to the cool side. Probably shouldn't go there. These are still kind of, you know what I'm saying?
They need a couple more.
Yeah.
It's
like I'm trying to put the more golden, lighter ones closer to the flame.
Yes.
Okay, well that's good. Let's see what we have. I was gonna, but we're just doing hot dogs and some steaks. This should be easy.
Yeah. Lickety split.
Well, I want to do the buns. We can throw the buns on too.
I don't know.
No, we don't have to. Let me see this. But no, I got my checks. I got to show you my checks in a minute. I got my. Oh, this is all. Hold on. The front camera's destroyed. I'll have to get one of those alcohol wipes.
Yeah. When I go to recycle this, I'll grab. Oh.
No, put it in the bag because the recycles didn't come.
That's right. Yes.
You know the bag, right? We're gonna. And what's his name? Real quick. Anthony Quinn. Maybe some of the Starlings remember.
Yeah.
Anthony Quinn. He was an actor. I think he was Mexican, but he played Greek, like Zorba the Greek.
Yeah.
Anyway, at one point, he was in a commercial. We were younger. We were teenagers when we were 26 years ago. It was a pizza commercial. And he's on a movie set, and everyone's like praising him. We love your acting. He goes, well, I like pizza. And he goes, some guy goes, I love acting. Good. Act like you're getting us a pizza. Act like you're getting us a beer.
Yes.
Oh, Actually, grab a beer. Want to grab something to put these in, or do we have a plate or something? Whatever. Just we'll put them in. Yeah. Yeah, like that one's getting done. These I want a little more. You know, it's one of those things you put. They look like they're still juicy. You take them off, maybe they suddenly rapidly. Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, go ahead. It's fine. Where'd you get that one on the table?
Brand new one. Yeah.
Fine. That's fine. Brand new. It's fine. We'll reuse it. Yeah. I really like these things. These disposable. Yeah. My brother's grabbing one of those like this only disposable type. But I want to talk about my checks, and I'm glad I got them. So that finally, you know, because I forget what it was now. Go back to my notes. When was it, buddy? I got like that 2,700 or whatever it was for my finger from the department store. That was earlier this year.
I believe so.
So I wonder what tax time is going to look like. All right. Now, buddy, you gotta bring it over here now. It's time to. I need your help. You can't dawdle. Okay. What are these things called? These?
Vests.
No, these.
Oh, I don't know. I gotta look at the bag.
Yeah, keep the bag on the suit they're called. Are these like that one looks done? Some of these are looking doner, but I want to make sure they're. Yes. Or do you want to take them off? Now, you tell me if you think they're done or you
one more minute.
Okay, this one I think is done.
Yeah.
I can put it back on this side. I feel like we're getting near the point. Just keep this nearby. Here, just put it here. I don't think it'll fall. Just leave it here.
Okay.
Jeez, because that's what I was waiting for. Well, I don't. You know what happens when you think they're still not done? You pull them out, and then they instantly shrivel up. Yeah. So if we actually, that's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to leave them in too long, but all right. I want to make sure. Give them a little another minute. Okay. Now I don't feel like repeating fucking everything, but one of our former fellow Americans, now living far, far away in Oz, is here to say hi. It's good to see you. I got a call from the lawyer's office. My checks were ready, but the girl who did that shit was off for the weekend, so they told me they would overnight it to me like on Monday or Tuesday. I said, maybe I'll just drive there. It's about an hour away, so Jersey Shore, heading down the shore, all that traffic. But well, it wasn't even that close to the shore, but it was like people going to the shore. So, but I fought my way down there. The office should have been closed, but the guy was still there. I said, listen, man, not trying to impose upon you. He's like, no, it's okay. I'm just getting some work done, but come on in. Might as well get the checks now, get this done with. And I signed some form. And I asked him, I said, you know, if you had sent this to me, would I have e-signed this form? Like if you sent me the check in the mail? And he goes, no, we would have sent you a self-addressed envelope or some shit. And I said, well, let me sign it now, and can you give me a copy? He's like, yeah, I'll make you a copy. So I signed the little form, which I guess would have been, so I'm actually glad I went in person to do this. I don't recall, yeah, this is
not good.
Why is this, okay. I think it's time to pull. It's time to pull. Yes. What's the other, I think we're getting, yeah, a minute ago it wasn't enough. Now it's like a minute too long. There was that sweet spot, but okay. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll come over here, put them wherever. Want to do the next batch?
Yes, indeedy. So I just carry this over.
No, put it back down. I have an idea. You can hold this. I want to cut a few more slits in some of these.
That's right.
Not all, but I think the slits help to some extent. Don't go nuts. You know what I mean? Went to the Starlings thing. And Dumb's not even listening to what I have to say. He's just, hi, Cthulhu. How's life? What's he talking about? Sorry about flack? What flack?
I don't know.
Ask Dumb. Say, Dumb, what the fuck are you talking about?
I believe what he's referencing when you and Dev were talking about how, I guess Cthulhu didn't get it. He's a cool story.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was deserved flack. That wasn't even flack. That was valid criticism.
Cthulhu says he's always taking flack.
No. I'm actually fairly polite and friendly with Thule. It's just every now and then when it's like, Christ, man. When I talk about stairs, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I mean it. If you actually took my thing to heart, even if you don't get it, you'd realize, okay, maybe I'm a few stairs behind. I can learn something here, as opposed to, cool story, bro. Don't hide behind the stairs. It's like you still don't get it, you asshole. Okay. We'll move these around. Actually, hold on. Where's the phone? I want to move this grate. I would like to move a little. You know what I mean? Like,
closer to the flame.
Closer to the heart. Closer to the heart. Okay, so I'm capped there. That's where, okay.
Yes.
If only it were round. Let's move these. Okay. Other than that, I'm talking about my check from the lawyer. I thought I'd get more. Congratulations. Way to go, OC. Because I was telling you, buddy, even though it's not neat bucks from the government, steady. All my life I've depended. Okay, I got this from the auto parts store where I was wronged. The few thousand from the what do you call it?
Finger bash. Whatever.
Right, the finger bash at the department store. I've been on unemployment 3 times.
Mhm.
Workman's comp or whatever it was, your workman's comp and also temporary disability. It's like I made a video about this once like a year or so. Like I'm like not a pseudo neat, but I'm like a short-term neat or something like that.
There we go.
So I've been doing the neat thing for quite a while. It's time to make it permanent. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I've had more success with bouts of kneading than I have in any job I've ever had at any point in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Darnell wishes you congratulations.
You have to patronize me, Darnell. This is the 10th time you've heard me say it, but thank you, Darnell. I appreciate it. Must be a slow night in Indiana. Darnell doesn't usually come around, but it's good to see her.
Yeah.
I can hammer that back in, or actually, this whole board might be kind of, down there. So this board might be shut. See, it's
warped.
I don't want to do major repairs on a house. I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Speaking of which, what is Numbnuts doing down in the Oz?
Yeah, James, what are you up to? Oh, doing a temp those dogs.
Probably
Oh, that would have been a bit. All right.
I'll do. How do I do this? Like,
You just stab it in. Actually, wait a second. Maybe I'll hold it.
I'm already at 160 something. What's the magic number for hot dogs? Is it 155 or where's it tell us?
160.
Where's it tell you that?
Look at the thing. Just look at it. It'll show you beef.
Oh, 160 is well done-ish. 160 to 170. I'll do another one. That's 167.
Oh, with the slits.
Slits.
Okay, so James, you're drinking.
Well, I took them out, so have they cooled down, or does that need more time? I think it should be done.
I think it should be done.
It's at 145, but it's been off the
It's
grill.
been,
Try this one. The ones with slits probably cool down faster because they're open. This is going up to, well, it's going down now. It's 145, 140. Oh, I've gone through. Hold on.
Yeah. All right, so James, you're gonna drink some coffee. Do you have any work planned for today?
Now it's going up to 160 something, so we're good.
Well,
I think they're all on for the same amount of time.
Right. Yeah. And Darnell, you're waiting for a pizza. Very nice.
Oh crap! Let's turn.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, see, they're getting pretty nice and golden on the other side. See that?
Yes.
I like this. We got to find out what these grill things are called. I keep the document, the package, because I always forget this shit. Oh, there, that one's kind of. And maybe after this, I'll move these over to this side.
Yeah.
I'll switch sides. Yeah, see, they're getting on the side that was down. They're getting that. In fact, even this grill thing needs a nice. Unless we all die from zinc poisoning, whatever it is. It's zinc, right? Is zinc the ingredient that they use to galvanize? It's zinc, I believe. These are more. I think more of the flame is here.
Yes.
Wish we could get some more ignition over there.
Who are you talking to, James? Who do you want to answer you? All right, Darnell. Have a good night. But James, what projects do you have to do, or do you have an off day? Okay, so you asked, how do you feel about the great Thomas White talking shit yesterday? I don't really know him enough or much about him. But yeah, he seems to not get along with... Okay, so you have a free day. Very good, James.
Donna let him off the leash for a few hours or some shit. But she's on holiday, so she should have a whole...
She's on holiday?
For 2 weeks, allegedly.
Oh.
So she should have a whole laundry list of shit she wants him to do.
Maybe they can go somewhere. Maybe go to a bed and breakfast or go to a nice restaurant for dinner.
Do the kids call him Dad yet, or no?
What do they call you? Like Uncle James or just Jimmy or... it's...
I think Max is like, you're not my father. But that doesn't really matter. Is the daughter calling you Daddy yet? We'll find out.
Uncle James. How nice.
They actually call him Uncle.
Yeah.
And they can say, my uncle's fucking my mom.
Yes.
My uncle gets it on with my mom. Actually, that would be kind of weird to call him Uncle or Dad. I just call him James. It's, hey, James. Hey, James.
Yes. Mr. Moore at all times.
Mr. Moore. I find that funny just because we met him in real life. And he's not the kind of guy you'd give a Mr. to. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just like, you know, he's our Jimmy. Our James Moore.
JM.
I'll move these over here, these browner ones. Oh, there. How long has it been? I don't know. I kind of keep an eye on them, but
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, I like that. I think the briquette. Yeah. So I don't want to waste more briquettes. I think we should have enough.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Unless.
So this we just hit the 36-minute mark. We'll go 1 minute and we'll see.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna get the seasoning.
Good call. Good call. We're gonna season up these steak things.
Either you can do it or I can do it.
Oh.
Let's show the starling.
So yeah, Donna has joined us. They call him the Blue-Eyed Yankee, apparently. And of course, they mean that affectionately. Right. So, should we
That's why
flip the dogs one more time?
I called him old blue eyes, and he said because you have brown eyes, you got shit up to here or some shit. I looked at him like, that's rude, James. You can't all be fucking Aryan gods like you.
No.
He told me. You know what he said? On camera, he goes, I don't care. He goes, this is James. He goes, I don't care that I'm bald and you have hair because I'd rather be bald if I couldn't be blonde. And I'm like, man, what a fucking, Aryan supremacist guy.
Alt-right.
Yeah, he'd rather be bald if he couldn't be blonde. I'm like, well, go fuck yourself. Yeah, so, I mean, this one I want, maybe this is really the center. I think these two need more time. These are getting done-ish, but okay, more on that side. Oh, I got my 2 checks. Tell Donda. I actually went to the lawyer's office in person because I got a call. He wanted to overnight them to me, but not till Tuesday or something because the bitch was on vacation. I said no, and I got lucky. I thought the office would be closed. He was still there doing work, and I said, listen, man, if you're busy, you don't have the time. I understand. He goes, no, it's cool. Come on in. It's my office. I got the checks. Get your money. I'm like, okay. I think he kind of wanted it to be done. The only thing I said, like, if there's any problem with the checks, with depositing or anything like that, he said, yeah, call me next week. I said, fine, but hopefully this should conclude our business. Just like I got $2,000 for a busted finger from the department store, and I was, like I said, unemployment 3 times in my life, and I got workman's comp years ago when I injured my meniscus, tore my meniscus on the job. I was temporary disability when I tore my inferior or whatever, blah, blah. So it's like I've done like little short bursts of kneading. I should make it official. It's time to make it, stop flirting with the idea. Okay. While that sits there, let's take a look. Okay. This is sea salt in a shaker. What I do is I put the coarse sea salt, because I love the taste of sea salt. The coarse sea salt does not supply iodine, so I take some regular table salt and add that too. So this is mostly, big pieces of sea salt, but I put in some fine pieces of iodined. Okay, so let's get some salt. Well, I can do both sides if you want. It's not that important. What do you think? Should we do some slits? What do you think? Are these kind of thin, or?
I guess some slight.
Some slight slits just to get it in there and make sure it cooks evenly.
Yes.
These were the manager's special. These are probably gonna expire, not
tomorrow.
They're not expired already. They go through them and they say, okay, if it's more brown, like rotting brown than pink, throw it out. If it's more pink than rotting, and so these were like 55% pink, and then only 45% that changing color.
So Donna thinks it's awesome you got your checks. She also likes sea salt. Horsehead has joined us.
Tell them I got my checks.
Horsehead, my brother got his checks.
Like I went in person because I didn't want to wait for. Tell the story one more time. Actually, so we put We put sea salt on, and it's not just sea salt. There's also regular table salt because sea salt doesn't have iodine. I like this. We have several types. This is McCormick, the store. What was this called? Italian seasoning.
Yes.
I'm not even sure what this is, but it's good. What's it called? It's a nice mix. It's marjoram, basil, rosemary, thyme, oregano, savory, and sage. Savory is a...
I have no idea. We gotta do some research.
Let me flip these again.
Oh, yes. Back to the dogs.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? I can move to the cold side or whatever.
Yes.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Yes, Donna's just patronizing me. She knows I want someone to say, congratulations, you did it. And I want to feel special. These might be burned too much on one side, not enough on the other. Oh, well.
Donna says that just a little bit of olive oil and sea salt on beef or chicken makes it really great.
Leave this on. This one I cut a little too much. Yeah. Leave this on for another minute or so, and
Good idea.
It should be done.
Yeah.
You can test them. All right, let's go through our seasonings very quick.
All right.
All right, so we talked about sea salt with a little bit of table salt mixed in for the iodine. Okay. I'm not going to do both sides. Just do one.
Good call.
This concoction.
Italian seasoning, whatever brand.
Basil, rosemary, thyme, oregano, blah, blah, blah. Whatever this is. Put some of this on. This is a nice mix. Don't be shy. See that? What else do we love? So we got our salt. We got whatever this mix is here. We love pepper, of course. So we need some pepper. Black pepper. This is pepper.
Yeah,
Can you read a pepper? Like to put up. We got our salt. We need our pepper. Oh, yeah. Maybe a little too much. That's okay. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get this done. Right? Even though that thing had oregano, we'll add a little more oregano. But I'll be sparing with the oregano.
You can't go wrong with oregano.
Well, I'm not going to do the other side. I'll just sort of like mix this together, so it doesn't matter if it's overdone. And what are our two secret ingredients? Which one's this? This is onion powder.
Onion powder, yes.
You like onion powder?
Do you guys like onion? I do. Do you guys like onion powder?
Onion powder, and the other powder is garlic. Garlic and onion.
Yes.
And I forget who it was. I think it was, I want to say, Totem. It was like, why do you put garlic and onion powder on your steaks? And to his credit, it was Me Banks who spoke up and said, look, man, it's a Jersey Spurg thing. You wouldn't get it. Wrong place, and you're not Spurg enough. So, yeah, thank you, Me Banks.
Oh, Cthulhu uses salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika.
Say, we have paprika, which you've put on chicken.
And pork chops.
I would not put paprika on steak. That would be too, well, I guess you really use Chicano. That would be a little too spicy for my palate. I don't want to put paprika on my steak. That would be a little too, you know what I mean? Okay.
I wouldn't say that paprika is spicy. It wouldn't complement the beef, I don't think.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah.
But I'd be willing to try it one day.
All right. I gotta wash my hands right. Actually, well, no, here. Just put the camera down. Who cares? Put it flat on the glass. Hose my hands off, and I'll get these things off. Put it flat in the glass.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost track of time there. It's okay. This should be all right. Hold on. Did you zoom in? You zoomed in. It's okay. All right, buddy. You gotta work on your camera skills,
I
here,
just
buddy.
put it down.
But you
on
put it
the
up.
glass.
Christ. Put it on the glass. All right.
Zoomed in automatically.
You can tell the first batch from the second. Okay.
Yes.
Hold on. I'll flip it to me and flip it back. Okay, so these are, yeah, I got 2 things of hot dogs. I think it was 10 per pack, so it should be 20 hot dogs. The other one we left in a little longer, but we'll see.
Yeah, this is going up to 200.
Oh, okay, so yeah, we left those in a little too long because we were seasoning.
Seasoning.
I might throw some of the, what do you call it, the buns on.
Okay.
Try it? We'll do the steak first, and if I feel like it, I'll do the buns. Okay.
I'll grab the, what the hell this thing is called. Keep on using this grate.
Keep on using the grate. I like the grate, especially for some of these thinner pieces here. Should we just do 3 at a time, or should we do them all at a time? Because this is only the hot side.
Let's do 3 at a time then.
We'll do 3, and then we'll move these over to these over to this side and throw those on. Unless you want to put them on now, we'll just move them in a minute. We can put them all on.
Okay,
put them all on.
Cold side, right.
Well, I should have put the thinner ones on this, because like this thing might fall through. Okay, well, actually, let's put them all. Let's put them all. Where did I put the tongs? Where did I put the damn tongs?
You move this guy down further.
Yes, monster.
And you you can drag him down. Drag
1,
him
2, 3,
down.
4, 5. Who am I missing?
This guy, he's gonna go here, but drag him closer. That's a little too close.
Well, I don't want this one to fall through the grates. That's why I'm glad it's...
Okay, fine. Drag this guy just a touch. Just a touch. Okay,
Just a
let's
touch.
put him on the
Just a kiss. I can explain why I become Miss Chatelaine. Just a touch. Just a smile. All right, here. I have lived just for... How long do you think? You got your... We'll sit down, have a beer.
8:27. We'll go 3 minutes and we'll flip him.
Okay. There you go. Why don't you take this, hit the little, sit down, hit the little button, flip it towards you. I'll put this shit away while you're doing that.
Okay, that sounds good.
Can we do that?
I think I do.
I'll put a light on.
Oh yeah. I guess it is a little later. We need the light. Boom. All right. Let's see. Yes, James. He got his money. You finally understand.
Do we need another beer? What's going on out there?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, but everything he went through, all the stress, I don't think would be worth it.
We'll split. That's regular size. Oh, we still have some beer? Okay, let's see this. I don't know.
Well, Donna, do you have a grill? Maybe James. James can
asking the important. You my one vape, right?
Yeah, dude, maybe James can do some grilling down under. But I'd love to see a video. It doesn't have to be a stream. I'd love to see him cook some stuff up in the southern hemisphere. Also, James, they have different constellations. Have you seen the Southern Cross? Like, does the sky look different?
Have you seen the Southern Cross for the first time? Understand now why? Yeah, you can see the Southern Cross. You can't see the North Star and the Big Dipper anymore, right?
Yeah, is it weird looking up at a different sky? And Horsehead, he hasn't cashed the checks yet because it was too late in the day.
I just got him today.
Yes, but he's asking.
Plus, you gotta explain. First, I want to look them over. I actually want to scan them, make like a little folder for myself. But also, even if, let's say I went to the bank tonight, or even tomorrow, if I go to the bank or even an ATM, nothing. You understand what I'm trying to say? If I go to the bank anytime between now and Tuesday morning, it will be considered a Monday deposit. Mm-hmm. So the bank has limited hours on Saturday. If I go to the bank on Saturday, that's great. They'll take it. It's in the bank, but it's considered a Tuesday deposit. I can wait another day till Monday. Basically, it always takes one extra business day. Saturday is not really a business day. Saturday is considered basically Monday, early Monday. So whether I deposit them on Saturday or wait till Monday, either way, they will not clear for one full business day, which means they won't clear till Tuesday. You got to give it one full business day. So whether I put in the bank Saturday or Monday, it still won't clear till, because anything you put in the bank Saturday basically just sits there. It's like Saturday's just like a bonus day for Monday. So it's no different than going on a Monday. I got to wait till Tuesday for them to clear. But that's why I wanted to get them tonight, because otherwise I have to wait till Tuesday for the bitch to mail them out because she's on vacation. And then who knows when they'd come in. And I said, I got lucky. I didn't think the guy would be there, but I got there. Terrible traffic, and he was like, "Oh, I'm here." So.
But yeah, Horace said he plans to give me some money once everything clears and whatnot. Okay, so according to James, Donna doesn't have a grill. She says she has something called a baby Q.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't know what a baby Q.
Barbecue. It's like a children's barbecue.
Or maybe it's one of those really, really small ones. Horace said he did some grilling before. They did Cajun kebabs. Oh, yeah, Donna's going to get some beers as well. Yeah, I would love to see a James and Donna grilling video.
Well, I got a couple questions for Donna.
All right, Donna.
Ask her.
All right.
Carlsberg, she told me she saw it once. She ever had Carlsberg?
Oh, yeah, Donna, have you tried Carlsberg yet?
What came up? Ignore the advertisements. If something pops up, just ignore it. Sometimes it'll say battery low or storm starting, but when you get something like, buy this bag. Or
I'm not.
I thought, shit, the phone's going to die. No, there you go. hold it a little more up. Come on, show your face. Because you got to think of the audience, buddy. When you're like this trying to read it, all they're seeing is the sky. So come on, you got to keep yourself in frame. Me, I care. It's my, come on. If you don't like it, I'll give it back to you.
So a Baby Q is a small Weber grill, but runs on gas.
But what kind of gas? Propane, butane, or how do you...
Yeah, what is the fuel that you use?
Because like, in this country, Dum can explain, I don't know about Australia, charcoal and propane for outdoor grills are the two big ones. Indoor grills, which aren't really very popular, would be much smaller, and they might take a butane cartridge. You got to be careful with those. Is this Baby Q supposed to be used indoors or outdoors, or what kind of fuel does it take?
Okay, so she's responding about the beer. She said, I tried the Crown one in a bottle. 'Twas nice.
Shamrock, not elephant, right?
Yeah, it didn't have an elephant.
It's the one we like.
Yes.
Well, by the time it gets to Australia, I don't know if it tastes as good, because the farther alcohol travels.
And she says it's propane-powered grill.
Outdoor, or you use it indoor? I would imagine outdoor, but let's ask, because it's a Baby Q.
Okay, of course, it also uses propane. I don't even need to be told. If it's a propane grill, you're outside. I don't think you'd do that inside.
Right, you probably wouldn't. But I do know there are butane grills for indoors, but
Okay, so yeah, Donna said she saw the elephant, but remembered you said it was bad, so she didn't get the elephant. And she only uses it outside.
I can't explain why I become Miss Shelley.
How they looking?
Decent. We'll check them next time.
Yeah.
The hot dogs, the first batch looks great. The second batch, I think we left it a little too long.
Oh well.
I might throw some
buns on the grill.
Actually, I might do a traditional. We got relish. I don't usually put relish on a hot dog, but I might do the relish thing.
Let's check the fridge. I don't know. Things have gotten quiet.
Good. Give it a few more minutes. I hope the flame. The only thing I don't want because I don't want to add too many more briquettes.
Yeah.
I hope that's enough, but we'll take a look and see if it's
Yes.
I can't explain. Hey, these chairs, they're pieces of shit. I was gonna throw them out, but it's like all I wanted to do was last like another season or so. Now I got the.
Yes.
I mean, we could try to fix them just for fun, but I don't think you're. Show there. Is this not worth fixing? Take a look. Switch it around. See this? I sat down, my fat ass. This popped out, but see how rusted and old this is? This is an old set. See that? So this somehow would stay on here. I think the stitching. What happened was the stitching here. Supposed to sit here. The stitching gave way.
Yeah.
See that? I don't know if there's any way to stitch that back together. Duct tape, maybe. See that?
I guess you could use some duct tape. Yeah.
But it's eventually going to fall apart. The stitching gave way, and these aren't really meant to be replaced, I don't think.
No.
It would be a project I wouldn't want to do. Let's hit the lottery, and I know I have millions of dollars, and I just want to. I'll say, fuck it, landlord. I'll buy this place because who cares? I got the money. And if I buy the place, then one day if I get bored, I can say, give myself a project. Australia's going to watch as I reupholster these shitty, rusted out.
Yes. Cthulhu is saying just duct tape the hell out of it. Of course, that agrees.
I don't really need them. It's just Let me show these assholes. The first set of hot dogs came out nicely. The other set, you can tell the two apart. We left it a little too long. It's all wrinkly, pruny. See that? So this is the first. This first batch came out okay. The next batch, but it's all right. We'll
eat them.
We'll eat them. I know we're not going to eat all these hot dogs tonight. The steak, maybe. I can't promise. If the steak's that good, I might go nuts with the steak. But we're not going to eat all this tonight. But hopefully it'll be food. Because do we finally finish off the sausages?
I think there might be one or two left.
A couple sausages. So, the pork wasn't terrible. It was just very dry.
Yes.
Getting that barbecue sauce.
Oh, yeah.
It's still dry, but the barbecue sauce makes it. Yeah. It was cooked. It was just, we overdid it. It was too.
Yeah.
You need that sweet spot where it's not undercooked, especially with pork, but not overdid. We overdid it. It's too dry, but it was edible. It wasn't burned. It was just dry.
I had some, but I had to douse it in barbecue sauce just to
I could have always marinated them, but I didn't want to go that far. This was supposed to be a grill meal. So I said, let's not even marinate the damn thing. Just add barbecue sauce close enough. Because I don't want to put it in the oven, start playing games, chop it up. But my mother used to do shit like that. If she had meat that wasn't used, she'd like chop it up and make experimental,
stuff.
I wouldn't call them casseroles, but like pasta with some like chopped up pork chops, and I'm like, it was usually edible, but it wasn't like the meal you want. It was edible, but it wasn't what you know. You could tell it was like secondhand meat that
Yes.
You give me this. Let's get up together. I want you, buddy. I know what you're doing here. You're doing a poor job with the camera. I want you. I'll be the cameraman. I'll be daddy with my hold on, actually, I'll be daddy with my camcorder. Hold on. You have my other vape?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Yeah, this, and it's like right here, like right. It's not like it's over there in the corner. It's okay. We might have to flip them again and move them around. Let's take a look. These were what are they called? They're definitely cooking.
Chuck steak.
I don't think they're done, but they're definitely cooking. You can temporarily put them on the quote unquote cold side. However you want to flip them. How are they looking on the other side as you flip them? They look browner.
They look browner, yeah.
Maybe we should switch these, put this one over here, or that one over there, or some shit. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Good job, Brother Clique. He's doing it. You didn't flip that one. I don't think, did you?
I'll come back to it, yeah.
You were never a tong guy, were you? That's okay.
Yeah, all right.
But they look like they're cooking. How do they smell? They smell okay?
They smell pretty good.
And like I said, my brother was like, should we put some more briquettes on? I don't blame you for asking that, but I'm like, well, we've got so many old ones. I'd rather try to use up the old ones rather than waste new ones, because once we're done with this, we're going to spray it out. It would be a waste. If you put new ones on, but you only use half of them, I'd rather use up. And I think they're holding now. They really took off the paper. All you need is enough paper underneath to fuel them.
Yeah, they can last.
And what I do is all that sludge, 'cause remember last time I hosed it off, there was a bunch of sludge underneath. I took the sludge, manually pulled it out by hand, and put it in the box that I was going to burn. So even though it was wet, it was inside the paper, and we just reuse it. Go ahead, because I don't feel like dumping that or cleaning that. So just, you can see some of the sludge fell down there. But yeah, there's a whole big clump of sludge. I just threw it in the box that I burned up. So it's the hot dogs. Let's get the steaks are more important. If there's a little time, I might throw, because we got another thing of buns inside, right? We can do one toasty, one not, and see how it comes out.
I mean, when toasted buns done correctly, they're really good.
Yeah, when they're done right, they're delicious. When you fuck them up, they're burned.
They're garbage, yeah.
You got to start scraping with the black parts off the knife. It's probably actually better to toast in the oven, but see, again, I'm in grill mode. I don't want to be one of these people. Oh, I'll grill this. Yeah, you see these stupid cooking shows. First start in the grill, then move to the convection oven, then move back. After you put it in the microwave. It's like I don't like using multiple. I can understand. What's it called? I call it scorching. They call it, what do they call it when you put in the frying? Searing. You put in the frying pan briefly before you put it to bake or whatever. I understand little things like that. It's all one device, but I don't want to deal with a grill and an oven and a microwave. It just, All right. Now, let's see what these are. Yeah, what do you think? Based upon your cookings of steaks, you think it needs another, 10 minutes? Or?
Yeah, I'd say we'll do like 4 minutes and we'll flip it.
4 or 5 flip, yeah. But I think it's cooking.
Yeah, it's on its way.
All right, you want to put them in with the hot dogs, or should I get a second thing to put them in?
Just put them in with the hot dogs.
Put them in the hot dogs, yeah. Oh, can people see? There is right here. Oh, it's coming towards me. That right there, that's a lightning bug. Or a firefly, as some call them. I prefer the term lightning bug. And they light up, see? Yeah. I don't know if they have those in Australia. Do they have lightning bugs? James, do you call them lightning bugs or fireflies, and do they have those in Australia? You always see them like June, July in this part of the country. Yeah, things have gotten quiet. These starling assholes don't care. But someone asked you, I can't remember if they said video or stream, but someone liked the grilling. I think it was Dubs. So, we're giving them I said, we're grilling. We can, it's not too much of a trouble to stream while I grill. But if you guys don't want to see this shit, but I was happy I got the checks. I want to document I got the checks. Dumb calls them lightning bugs. Me too. You often hear them call it poetically. People say fireflies. As a kid, I always say, ooh, lightning bugs. I remember as a kid, you got in the backyard, they'd be everywhere. Yeah. You'd stick your hand out and a bunch would land on your arm because they're very slow. Yeah. You catch a bunch. I've noticed as time has gone on, as I've gotten older, you see fewer and fewer of them. That's a very, James, I remember as a little boy, you remember in the backyard, you'd go out, they'd be all over the place. You stick your hand out, you get them all glowing on you. Now, they're far and few between. It used to be like Like the backyard was filled with
the whole. You'd see dozens, if not hundreds, just lighting up
randomly, everywhere.
Yeah.
You couldn't not.
Yeah.
If you walked, you're like walking to a cloud of lightning bugs. You couldn't not catch them. Yeah. So yeah, as a kids loved it because as a kid, you know, you catch them. I remember. You remember because they were easy to catch. You'd catch them on your arm, and they'd start climbing. They would start climbing to the highest point. So if you caught them in your palm, they'd climb to the top of your finger. And if you turned your hand, they'd start climbing the opposite direction. Remember all that? Yeah.
Yes.
You remember. But yeah, I don't see too. You still see them, but not to the... I haven't seen like swarms of them like I used to.
Yeah.
Donna says they have fireflies. And I assume she means lightning bugs. Same thing.
Yeah.
Were they imported or are they native? It's a different species. You've only seen them once. They live more on the west coast or the north. Yeah, that's interesting. They used to be... I remember James can tell you... in the Northeast, when we were kids, they were all over the place in summertime. You go outside, they're just all over the place. But yeah, I think you're right, James. They're dying out. You don't see them as much. Whereas as you see them, but less. You'll see, like, we used to see dozens, you'll see a handful. My camera. Okay, that's important. 5%.
Oh, wow.
So if this dies, it dies. But at least we document. I got my checks. Maybe we'll do a stream later or not. I got a bathroom to clean still, but I'm going to clean for. We got to clean. We got to get out of this house. It's all like motivation. I want to go over the paperwork with him, buddy. Let's at least, if this dies, it dies. But let's take a look at what's going on. You tell me what you think. I want your opinion. They are cooking. They do look cookeder. Cookeder. Okay, actually, let me try something. Let me try something. Okay, why don't we put, like, this one, we'll turn it over. I might have fucked that up. I just want to, like, move them around for diversity. Diversity. Diversify their locations.
DEI steak.
I like that. See, that kind of looks undercooked now. Did I flip it the wrong way?
The wrong way.
Oh, I'll flip it again. Hold on, this can go over here. What was this one? I want this one to come here. Just move them around so they get different parts. Why is this not... Which way does this go?
Yeah, you want to put it that way. Flip it.
That?
No, upside down.
Is that correct?
I guess so. It's hard to see.
It looks like shit.
Yeah,
this one, well, this one's got to be flipped. That I don't like at all.
This one also roll it over.
I did. You told me it was the wrong way.
No, you didn't. You didn't roll it. There we go. There we go. Right.
We said that's why again. Why I didn't want to add more fuel because if we could just make do on this, I'll put this out and we'll, yeah. 5%. I thought it would say 15%. That's why I said when a stupid ad pops up, like download this app, buy donate to this charity, you just ignore it. But if it says, 5%, I'm like, oh shit. Do we have glowworms? Not sure.
I honestly don't know.
I honestly don't have to look it up. Glow, little glowworm glitter. The other day, actually, I haven't seen one in a while. I saw an inchworm.
Oh, yeah.
Inchworm was like going along, and I caught it outside. Inchworm, measuring the marigold. Inchworms they're not really worms. They're some kind of larva state of some kind of moth, and they're about an inch long, and they'll go along like they're first they're straight, then they curl up and straight and curl and straight. They walk. Yeah. It's hard to describe, but yeah. So yes, inchworm. I can't remember if we have glowworms. Remember the grubs we used to dig up when we dig up? Yeah, grubs. Those little Can we see? Is that come on?
We used to have a lot more slugs.
All right. Now I'm in a rush. I want to leave it on for another 5 minutes. I want to make sure it's done. 10 minutes. I mean, I could go plug this phone in and give it some charge.
I guess so.
Okay, hold on. Might as well. Because we'll come out and show the completed product of the steak. No, hold on. %. Now we're going to stay out here. We're going to stay out here. Let that just charge up. I want this to be cooked. Basically, Monday off, 3:30 every day. Yes. What you should do is put an X on Monday, or I'll do some checks for all the rest. Basically, it's the regular. It's nothing special. It's what? If it's cut meat, I would like. Yeah. Or if for some reason you're eating shit, I would say just put an X on Mondays. They're not like checks. You're working. So I'll say, okay. So like the other day, I remember I was like, why is this even home yet? It's 3:30. I'm working till 3:30. Oh, I thought it was 2:30 because. Exactly, Sean. Yeah, it's like Sean. Yeah, it's like. I guess they're smart guys. They're doing other shit. Well, like you said, like that bitch. I mean, she's nice. That chick. She's waiting for a pizza. She's killing time. Yeah. Can you hear us? We'll be right in after we flip the steak again. I'm sure it's something. Maybe put the steak on. It's still 1 more minute. I'm not. Just get up and get some. I can put it with the spear hot dog thing, and then when we're done with this, we'll hose this out and use it. Where are the other ones we hosed out? They're on the stove? Or? I throw them out. Inside, so probably on the stove. No, I don't. Oh, they're up here. I put them on the microwave. Can you guys hear us? What am I at percentage-wise? I don't know. I'm still waiting on the steak. So if you want to sit around and look at only 5%. If you want to look at nothing, look at nothing. It was Donna. It was hot enough that on the drive down to get the checks, I was sweating. I don't have AC in my Sebring. It's not too pretty. The back of the shirt is all sweaty, so pretty hot today. It was a hot summer day, but it's July. This is the hottest month of the year here, July. I'm getting confused about something. Where is that big bowl we used to eat soup out of, that big porcelain bowl? Yeah. I don't know. Is it covered? Is it like in something else and we can't see it? I'm not seeing it. I don't need it, but it's like, where'd it go? Why does everything go missing here? Oh, with the chickens in it. Oh, shit, yeah. I don't want to put the steak in here. I mean a paper plate. We got plenty of plates. We might, no rush. We should probably get some more, what do you call it? Bowls at some point. Paper bowls. You and Julie, and Schworm, measuring the marigold, you and your arithmetic. Blah, blah. Some children's song, I remember. All right, anyway, I think it's cooked-ish, but yes. Can I put the flashlight on? Hold on, wait. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on, because this is a flashlight, right? Can't turn flash on because the light is being used by another app.
Where's this? I'll use
no, hold on. No, I want to do it here. There should be a flashlight here. There we go. Through the YouTube app. Yes. We can leave it on a little longer, but it's looking cooked-ish, right?
Yes.
Looking good. These are, what are these called again? We're gonna look it up. I think I recorded.
Chuck steak.
Chuck steak or strip steak, whatever it's called. These look pretty good. Actually, maybe we should one of these days grill these up and then put them in like fajitas. You know what I mean? Like chop them up fajitas
dice them up, yeah.
with like peppers and shit.
Yeah, we'll saute the peppers and the onions. And
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You flip that one, or is that good?
I flipped it already.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to show you here.
Oh yeah.
What?
The handle that.
No, not that. I want to show you here the light. We'll just shut the light off. Where's the? I think it's. the lightning. There we go.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't know it either. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Might as
Yes.
well. And yeah, after we take the steak off, what the hell? I don't care if this thing dies. I'll throw some buns on, see how they come out. But not too long, just a quick, a light toasting. All the starlings have flown away because there's nothing going on. We'll talk more about that and
Yes, we will.
the stuff we got to get. We got to give you some money. We got to bathroom. I also got to get. We clean everything in the house. We got to scan shit. I think I still got your tax shit. You tax stuff. There's a bunch of documents. I got to organize basically all the shit over there. It's time to now make moves to get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
A part-time job, sure. Let me get something close and local because I don't want to waste money driving someplace for nothing. I'll have to look around. Something around here hiring. I burn my bridge at every grocery store. That other one that was further out was just too demanding. I realize now, if you're in your 40s and you haven't made it as a manager yet,
And you're out of shape.
and you're too old for these. Yeah, I guess if I had been more successful in keeping a job and wasn't hated and treated like the spurg weirdo ugly fuck I am, then yeah, I guess if I started doing this when I was a teenager, I might still be in decent-ish shape if I just keep doing it without any fear. But all these breaks between jobs, it's like
your incremental raises would have amounted to something somewhat
right.
decent,
So I'd be like, well, the job's not great, but I've been here for 20, 30 years. I'm now making not six figures, but I'm making 70 something, 80 something. So it's hard to walk away from a relatively simple, mindless job when they're paying that well, and I got the benefits from the union. Yeah, so for a generation, it was worth it. That's why people say a teenager job. No, you go into a grocery store in the afternoon, you see kids dicking around. That's not how a grocery store runs. Those are just kids. No, all those shelves, you think they get stocked by kids? Come on. And they never were. It's been like this for decades and decades. I met people who started in the grocery circuit in the 50s. Please, it's been like this for decades. Teenager job. It touched a nerve, not because I felt I was insulted. You're calling me a teenager. It touched a nerve because it's like, it always bugged me. People
You're speaking with authority when you know
nothing. People like we know because we worked it. People who don't know but assume, it's like, hey, get educated. I can't blame you for being ignorant, but stop saying such stupid shit. It's like, because I think of all the people. There were some people I got along with, and I thought, wow, this lady's been doing the HABA, the HBC, all the bandages and tampons and toothpaste since like the 1960s. Wow, that's impressive. These were never children's jobs. If you let a bunch of teenagers in a grocery store, it turned to Lord of the Flies. That's what it ties into a bigger principle that touches my nerve. People don't realize, especially those who are more well off.
Yeah.
Just how much slave labor goes into keeping society going. Oh, it's a teenager job. Get a job, bum. No, man. It's like that's what bugs me. Not the fact that you said I or my brother did a teenager job. The fact that it's like you're so ignorant to how much shit goes into keeping this society running. And no, it's not teenagers. Fuck yourself. I'm sensitive. Oh, there he is. It was Penny Pounder who said that. I'm sensitive about that, not because it pertains to me specifically, just because it's like it's like, if only you knew, man, if there was a labor draft and they said, okay, your job, you got to work in a grocery store, you'd see it's like real work. And there have been people who've been doing it for years and years. And I stick up for them because I know some of these people, not all of them want to kill me. And now to say it's a teenager job, though, kids couldn't do that working 4 or 5 hours after school. You tell them. It's like, what the fuck, stupidest thing ever. Take it.
Yeah.
We'll check the steaks in another couple minutes.
Yes, we will. Who you talking to, James?
What is James saying?
Okay, so James said, love your Chad hair today. Then Penny Pounder says, I do know. I worked in a grocery store for 5 years when I was a teenager. If you know, why would you have said that?
No, what he was saying was he worked there as a teenager, so he assumes it's a teenage job. Because that's, it's kind of like...
That was his experience.
That was his experience. I'm a teenager. I go in for a few hours for teenagers. Was your manager a teenager? Were all those shelves getting stocked by you by yourself after school and your buddies? Come on, man. That's why it pisses me off. It's like condescending towards like the working class in a way. Not me specifically, but it's almost like you're some fucking people like that, or like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the king sitting on their throne, who not only do they expect the peasants to slave for them, don't even realize how much slave effort goes into the peasants love it. It's just a teenager job. It only takes 4 or 5 hours like I did in school. Let them eat cake. It's like, I understand why revolutions happen. My God. Anything? You're just sitting there. Come on. Why is it so hard for you to work?
What am I supposed to
Let's see here. Thank you. He's talking about my chat hair, I would imagine. I do know I worked in a grocery store for 5 years when I was a teenager. Okay, so you were a teenager. It was some part-time bullshit job. But you and your friends, the kids, weren't keeping that place running. Who was stocking the shelves overnight? Who was working, the bakery when you were in school? It's like stupid questions. Stupid suppositions.
Yes.
But all right, what time do you want to check the...
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. Reminds me of, or like the asshole businessman who treats the limo driver like shit because he's a peasant. It's like, it's so fucking rude. Yeah. Treat people like human. That's why I'm sensitive. I don't like dehumanization. And it just seems like dehumanization is all like, some of these garbage people want to do.
Yes.
Smells good. I'm starting to smell it.
Yes.
When you get the smell, because sometimes, it's cooking, but like the flame dies down or the briquettes die down and it's not as hot as you think it is. So even though it's still grilling, it's you go to do the thermometer and it's only like, it's much lower than you thought for all the time wasted. So I hope I don't have to put on more briquettes, so I have to, I will. It's gotten dark, but yeah. And James says, the algorithm is punishing me for my copyright infringement. That's interesting. I personally don't care, but I'm curious, how can you tell? I guess less people showing up, or does it say something? Does it say this account has a strike against it? I mean, what makes you, what makes you...
I did check before, because it was called Daily Bread 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 aren't even there.
Oh, wow.
3 is.
Oh, they took down 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's what he means.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
All right, let's go.
Oh, wait. Oh, well, who cares? Starlings don't give a shit about this. Ow! My name isn't James. My name isn't Matthew. I'm not really worried about... I'm not really worried about, viewership. Where is the fucking flashlight? There we go. All right. Do we do one last flip? Or, because I don't want to waste this, but I think we're almost there. We're nearing cooked. Here, let me do this. Okay. I want this guy here. Actually, he's getting kind of... Put on the cool. We'll take one at a time and check him. We'll give him another 2-3 minutes. Put him over there, because some look more done than others. We'll put him over here. I'll put this guy, the little guy, the runt here. This guy there. Yeah, they're looking cooked-ish. Yeah. I'm just afraid that even though it's cooking, it's not as hot as we think.
Inside,
yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, the inside. Because the briquettes are dying down. You can see that. Oh, you didn't tell me that. So, they pulled the Jon Stewart streams?
Yes.
Oh, well. That was unique for us. We actually did like a review, which isn't something, I'm not really a reviewer, but I wanted to review that. Not because of Jon Stewart, not because of The Daily Show. That's that idiot Dev Pike. There are things that Dev Pike, see, there are things about Dev Pike I like. I'm not going to throw... what's that saying? Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. A lot of people say, man, he's abrasive, he's nasty. I don't care about that. He's he says some things that are correct, but he totally missed the mark. It wasn't about Jon Stewart. It wasn't about The Daily Show. It wasn't about the fact that there's a much better clip out there. No, dude, just go with the moment. Christ. But this is what happens when you bring in these sorts of starlings. It's just, Thank you, James. That really is a true... It's probably James, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Honest, and I mean that. James, thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. It looks cooked perfectly. Thank you. Yeah, Penny Pounder has a transgendered girlfriend. He calls him his queen. Okay. And... Donda isn't a grandmother yet because, in a few years maybe.
Now, does Penny Pounder, do you only go for the trannies or do you not care? What's going on there?
He likes big butts, male or female, as long as it's a nice big ass, he's happy.
So you even had boyfriends. You don't, so men, women, trans, you're non-discriminatory. You just go for anything. as long as it has a big caboose.
I think in fairness, he prefers women, but when he can't get one, he'll settle for a dude or a tranny. That's what I think. I'm not saying you're a full-blown fag, but you're not opposed if you can't get a woman to go in the troon way. Yeah.
Wow. Damn, Penny.
But it's because I think Donda called him an incel. He's far from an incel. He loves his troons, his bussy, and he called her Nana, like a grandma. She's not actually a grandmother yet, though she could be. There are women her age with daughters her age who are grandmothers any year now. Yeah. What will the grandkids call James? Will they call him Grandpa or?
Probably, because they'll just know him as Grandpa. So yeah.
But more importantly, James said it looks the nicest thing he's ever said to me. He said it looks perfectly cooked or cooked perfectly.
Oh,
isn't that nice?
All right, nice. Thanks, James. Very good.
That's actually the sweetest thing you've ever said to me or my brother.
Wow. Okay. This stream was worth it.
Yes, that was a very sincere compliment, Jimmy. All right, another minute or two. What's the magic time? Or should I pull? We'll pull one off and check and.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Not yet. Give me another.
It's 9:04.
9:06.
9:06.
All right, so another minute and a half. I'm going to pull one off, and you get your thing and tell me if you think it's done. Yeah, they're probably done. Okay. Oh, James is saying something. Oh, he heard from somebody via email claiming it was Tara Norquay, and he gave her my phone number. I'm not upset, but I'm like, James, don't be a fool.
Yeah, he mentioned her phone was destroyed somehow.
Right, James, be cautious because we've got, every time I mention Missy Novak, the hostess from the Main Street Family Diner in Waynesboro, she pops up to say hello and then disappears. So some of these trolls really are committed. Unless you heard her voice, and even then you can't be too sure, but unless you heard her voice, I'd be like, huh? Anyway, he confirmed it was Tara in the email because it's the same email address from last year, so indeed, Tara's alive. Well, did she explain I'm just curious, what happened to her phone? How was her phone, quote-unquote, destroyed? What happened? That's great. Okay, so let's assume it's her. Was she in a major accident? Did she fall off a cliff? How was her phone destroyed? What happened? What happened? Or was it something simple like she put it in the oven or the microwave by accident? Like, how was her phone destroyed? That's a pretty serious event. No, I don't. So repeat yourself. Like I told you, you often have to repeat yourself for Starlings, and this is kind of like a role reversal. Even though it's my stream, you are the great James Moore. You're the depressed and wanted fucking man. So yes, now the onus is on you. I'm the Starling. Repeat for me for the 10th time. What happened? After he repeats it, we'll get some steak off. Okay, because I'm getting tired of his shit. No, I was probably drunken out of it and trying to deal with. Well, I was talking to Dev Pike last time, and I can't give my attention. I could tell Dev Pike, I can't give any one person 100% of my attention, asshole. And you, James, I shouldn't have to explain this to you. So, wait. A very bad. You mean a car accident? Did she specify what type of accident? A hiking accident? A boating accident? Pills and razor blades in the bathtub accident? What kind of accident are we talking about here? While you ponder that, let's take a look. Right. You pick the one to pull off.
Let's go with the biggest one.
You can put that on the ground. You check this one. I'll slowly bring the other ones over. When you tell me what this goes up to, just do me a favor. Yes. Put that in there. Put the hot dog thing on top of that. Just get out of the way. Put the whole tray on top of that. Fine, whatever. Spread the two plates out. It's okay. You can make this if you want. Let me go check the other. You let me know what it goes up to, and let's see which one I'm going to pull off. What are you getting? Jesus Christ. Here.
Oh, wait, you're going to use the light button.
There should be a light on that. Yeah. What this guy does for a living.
I do in a building.
What are you getting? I don't care anymore.
65.
That's actually not as hot as I thought it would be. That's not bad.
Oh, wait. Now I'm getting 183.
Oh.
I guess 180, I guess.
Yeah, that's about normal. Yeah, it was 165 is decent, but for all the time spent on the grill, if that's all you're getting, it's like, maybe we should put in for another 5 minutes. What are you getting?
187.
Oh, good. Try that one.
This one went to 190.
Okay, so this should all be done. We'll check that one. We're gonna,
180. They're all done.
well, we're not done. Doesn't matter. We can always put them on either plate, either way. I'm gonna throw some buns on.
Yes.
This was the little guy, but he cooked up nicely.
Yes, you did.
No, the trick, whatever this thing is called, I don't know the label. This thing really helped. This thing, it's meant for baking. This helps in the oven. It helps here. I really like. We can probably do veggies on this. Oh look, we still got a nice flame. Look at that.
Another thing, do we need to heat the hot dogs again because they've been sitting for a while?
Okay.
Well, the buns first.
We're gonna toast up some buns, and if you want to reheat some of the hot dogs, you take this. You take this. Get it over there.
Nice.
This isn't doing anything perfect.
How do I do the light?
It's on.
Oh, no, okay. Oh.
And we don't have to close it unless you think it's a good idea. I'll put one here. I can move them to the colder side. I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
What are the starlings saying?
Penny Pounder says, no wonder both of you look pregnant, look at all the grease and cholesterol.
Right. Well, I probably haven't been working out as much because I'm having these labor-intensive jobs. You've never really had labor.
Donna's asking if you've been shadow banned.
I don't know.
King Dubs is here. He's asking us about our night. Our night's going relatively well.
Why is she asking? Ask her. What does that mean? Why does she think I've been shadow? Shadow banned is when you're not officially banned, but YouTube basically hides you. So you're not technically banned, but you know, you don't come up on people's. Why is she asking that?
All right, Donna, why are you asking if he's shadow banned?
Shadow dancing. Was that the Bee Gees or was that Andy Gibb by Shadow Dancing? I might have to move. There's not enough room on the hot side. So
Yeah.
What is she saying? Yeah, and we got another thing of buns. We won't toast those.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what, fuck it. I'm going to close it. Maybe that'll keep the heat in. We'll change them over in a minute.
They're just saying hello to everyone.
What have we learned?
Nothing. Okay, so Donna, she finally kind of connected the dots. She said because you're mobile streaming and not many viewers are usually here. So yeah, when we go on the PC, we get a lot more viewers. When we do the phone, we get different people but less of them.
Is that what she's saying? I think
Yeah.
you got that backwards. She's saying normally there'd be more people here when you stream on the app. The fact that there aren't means I've been shadow banned. Hot God. Steak is good. It's juicy, but it's hot. Oh God.
Oh yeah,
What you saying?
she's talking to Dubs. That was a moth coming at the camera. Okay.
We'll find out. So they're starting to grill. Some parts, see, like, again, this I should put on the cool side.
That's interesting. Dubs is asking James and Donna, what's planned for the day? Any house projects? That's what we asked. But basically, they're having a day off.
Why, we don't know. Donna must have a whole laundry list of things she needs done.
Oh, that one looks really good.
Which one?
Yeah, that one there, yeah. All right.
So you put the hot dogs back on, or whatever?
How do they feel?
Oh,
I don't know. I mean, they've been... Mine's a waste of time, I guess.
the steak is cooked, but man, it's hot. It is hot.
We only seasoned one side, right?
Yeah. Why is that what's...
Is that... I haven't tried one yet. Is that the way we should be doing it? Or...
Yeah, we'll try it.
debatable?
Let it cool down. We'll put
Yeah.
some plates. We'll get...
Yeah.
These we just nuke if you want. Yeah, they are kind of cool. Fine. I'll throw them all back on for 5. Like the buns, I'll put on for like 2-3 minutes. All right.
Yeah. How does the steak taste?
This one, hot, very hot, juicy, not dry. Not sure about the seasoning. And these buns are close. Oh, that's all right. Let's put them on there. Yeah, they're good. They're gonna be perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. I feel like the steak might have, like, because the flame is dying down. It's cooked, but it might have been. I wish it were a little more cooked on the inside. I'm not getting that grill taste. I'm getting more of just like a. It's not pink. It's just I'm getting more of a.
Let me hold that.
Nope. I can get the tongs. Fuck it. We're just gonna put these on for a few minutes to heat up. All of them, because the heat's here. Of course. We're gonna go with the first batch because the second batch we left in too long.
Yes, they're a bit darker.
Brother Click said he had the good idea. He said just let's throw them on since we got this heat, and then you can watch me hose all this shit off. 3 minutes maybe. Do it. Put that on the ground. Is there anything in here?
No.
We gotta put the hot dogs back in here, but just put it over here. Why don't we sit down in a minute? And if you want to try a piece of steak, gotta watch that knife. It's up to you. It is hot. It's hell hot. What do you think? Remember, the steak was on the verge of expiring, so your thoughts? Is that a yes or a no? By the way, did you take any? You don't want to? Did you take my Prozac pills or anything else?
No pills today.
How is?
It's pretty good. It is.
I had the run to the litter, so you can
Yes.
How much battery power do I have? Do we have enough battery power? 1%. I was gonna do the hose off thing. I'm gonna just end this now. Maybe we can stream again in a few minutes, if not, or not. Whatever. Let me end this now. You want me to come back in a little bit? I don't want to be up all night streaming again. I want to do. I'm like in go mode. I don't look at the stuff, but yeah, I guess my phone is dying, so I got to end this. Yes. Dumb thinks you were asking for help when you overdosed. You were depressed. It was a cry for help. I agree. We'll talk about that in my next stream. For now, Occupational Clique, because my battery's going to die here. Occupational Clique, and my brother, whatever he calls himself.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night or a good day, whatever. Good day in Australia.
Good day, mate. Good day. Donna said no. That was nice of her, but